He gotta be 6 feet or better. Like, I love me a tall chocolate man that I could climb up on.
So guys, as you know, this is another episode of Fair Use. When we deal with certain people, especially ladies, who feel that all the dating market is trash, except for them. Everybody is terrible, except for them. And today, we have a lady who feels just like this. She feels like, all you men are down here and she's up here. But of course, in this episode, we're always gonna find unaccountability and of course, a lot of BS. But if you don't believe me, let's get into the video.
Hello, Kendra, how you doing?
How you doing? What's your name, boo?
Joanna.
Joanna, where you calling me from?
I'm in Florida, but I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, do you live in Florida?
Yes.
Okay, you live in Florida. What part?
Jacksonville.
Ooh, why you say it like that?
I hate it here, Kendra.
Why?
I'm only here for a reason and a season.
Ooh. So do you want to meet a guy in Jacksonville or anywhere else?
Kendra, it's been very difficult to date out here. I've tried to date out here, but the dates that I've been out here has been traumatizing.
Okay, well let me get to know you a little bit more. This is Joanna. How old are you?
I'm 38.
38. Do you have any children?
Yes, I have one son.
One son. How old's your son?
16.
16. Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay, Quasi, let's go back to the traumatizing comment there.
16. Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay, so think about it, guys. The dates have been traumatizing for her because all the men in Jacksonville, she had that little, look on her face like she was kind of disgusted. But let's look at the profile. Would it be wrong to say you're 38, you have a 16-year-old son, you've never been married? How many men have been traumatized by going on dates with you? Can I get a ooh sound effect? Except you can't say that, right? Because every man that goes out on a date with a woman, it's a great experience. It's only women who are traumatized by going on dates with bum-ass men. Always remember that. It's always men's fault. Women are vindicated, and of course, they're perfect. But let's continue.
Okay. When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
April 9th. I'm an Aries.
An Aries. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an intake director for a home care facility in New York.
You're a what?
I'm an intake director for a home care facility in New York.
Okay. So you work in mobile, like from home in Jacksonville?
Correct. I'm working remotely. I come to New York every month. I don't have to, but I come because it's dreadful out here.
What makes you move to Jacksonville if you still work in New York?
So when COVID hit, as you know, the schools in New York went remotely. And I only have one son. I didn't want my son to start high school remotely. Like, that would suck. All of us, we started high school, you go see who's in school and, have that high school experience. So I sacrificed my, city girl living because I am from Brooklyn, New York. It's city life. And I sacrificed to come here. My sister and my mother live out here. So I said, you know what, let's just move out there for the time being. And once he finished school, I would relocate somewhere else.
So Brooklyn, Cameron, recently went viral talking about how he just will never date women from Harlem, New York. And I heard the same thing for black men and men in general about ladies from Brooklyn. Now, I'm not saying all ladies from Brooklyn are terrible or anything like that, but I just heard, there are some brothers out there talking about ladies from Brooklyn dating. So kind of going back to that kind of traumatizing thing, and you gave up your city girl stuff. So let's leave Jacksonville, Florida alone, right? Because, it's so easy to blame cities, because the thing that we got to deal with is wherever you go, there you are. So let's leave Jacksonville, Florida, right? Because you're a Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Crown Heights. Shout out to Canarsie, East New York. All the little boroughs out there, little neighborhoods in Brooklyn, right? Bed-Stuy. But now, when you were in Brooklyn, boo, why you didn't get nobody there? You was living in New York City. You got a baby daddy out there that you didn't marry. So why was you single in Brooklyn? Wanna know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because you were in Brooklyn, you were saying this, sad music, oh, these guys out here in Brooklyn are trash. They're all nothing. They're not on my level. Okay, but then you went to Florida and then you thought the dudes there were a little bit more trash, so you said the same thing. Sad music, oh my God, I wish I went back to the trash in Brooklyn because it was less trash than what I'm experiencing here. That's the issue. But you know what? One thing is, you know, the one constant between Brooklyn and Jacksonville, Florida is your ass. And wherever you go, there you are. Let's continue.
Because it's bad. It's bad.
God. Oh, God. Okay, let's get into it. So, Joanna, in Florida, 38, one son at 16, moved to Jacksonville so her son can have a live school instead of a remote school during COVID. Is it Aries and works as an intake? She still has a job remotely in New York. So, what kind of man you look? Huh?
I'm an intake director.
Intake director. So what kind of man you looking for?
An honest man, somebody that has values and morals, somebody that is a family man, a working man, somebody that has their life put together, not unique. Because there's a lot of men my age that their life is not together. They're out here, they all live in one house with each of them have a room, girl. It's like nobody really have their own crib. Everybody has 3 or 4 baby mothers. They have hygiene problems down here. Whew, girl, I could go on and on, girl. I've been on the worst dates out here. I do not want to date nobody here. My first date out here, I dated a man with dreads. Girl, when I was telling you, I was holding my... He smelled like mildew, girl. He smelled like mildew. Mildew. I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to offend nobody because at the end of the day, I'm not going to tell nobody, when was the last time you cleaned? But I did end up offering a detox. I even offered to pay for the detox, but that didn't go very well. So I decided not to, proceed with that. Then the second that guy I met, everything was okay until he started asking me for money. He started asking me to cash app him money. Like, where's your money? You don't got no money? So these are the type of things is like men will, I guess, make it seem like they got it together. And when you're like, within time tells everything about a person. That's all you need. Time. Time will tell you everything.
Ooh, child. Okay. So, oh God. All right. So everyone said they love your ass.
Oh yes, I'm getting the dusty, broke, smelly guys that don't have no money. Well, let me just say this. A lot of ladies have this issue that they're attracting these kind of guys to them that they don't want. But do you know what I figured out? It's because the guys that you would want to date probably don't want you. That's what happens, right? The guys who are doing very well, financially successful, they're probably not dating somebody with your resume, let's say, for example, right? And so you're upset at these lower class men that you don't want. But really, you should look at yourself and say, why is it that I'm attracting these kind of men? Let's flip the script, right? Let's say if I lived in Brooklyn, New York, and all I was dating was women that was, didn't smell good. They was broke. They was asking for cash apps, or, things like that. And I said, there's something wrong with these ladies out here from Brooklyn. You know what a lot of women would say? Well, those are the ones that you attract. It's not anybody's fault but yours that you can't find a lady in Brooklyn because, I know plenty of women that have their stuff together in Brooklyn. And I'm pretty sure there's plenty of men that have their stuff together in Jacksonville, Florida. The only issue is you probably don't have your stuff together as much as you believe. And maybe a man that is an overachiever wouldn't get a whole lot from dealing with you. You think too highly of yourself. Really, guys who are really doing very well have a lot of opportunities in the world. They're probably not gonna sit back and be looking for you. That's probably what it is. Because again, let's talk about it in Jacksonville, Florida. It's a big city there. There's a lot of different ladies. A lot of ladies that are Latinas, whites, blacks, Asians. And yeah, there's opportunities right outside of you. So let's think about that. Men that are doing very well have opportunities. And there are more beautiful women than successful men. That's how the world works, right? Let's continue.
Love your accent. If you just tuned in, she's from New York, but currently live in Jacksonville, Florida. Not too fond of Jacksonville, Florida men. So I'm assuming the guy does not have to be in Florida.
They don't have to be in Florida, but I just want a swaggy man, Kendra. I don't want like, it's just when you from New York, it's like you want a swaggy guy. Like, I know how to dress it. Like I'm not a materialistic person, but maybe that's what's stopping me from getting the love of my life. Because it's like I don't know how to teach a man how to be swaggy. Like I can show him how to dress, but it's like you can't teach swag.
Okay, you want a swaggy man. You just only been in Jacksonville, Florida for the last 2 years. You had 36 years to get swaggy men in Brooklyn and you couldn't do it. So what's the problem there? The problem was you. I mean, let's just be real. You were in Brooklyn the whole time and you still couldn't get nobody. What's going on here?
If that makes sense.
No, you can't. It does make sense. So you want a swaggy guy. So, okay, I think you kind of gave me all your deal breakers. So let's go to appearance. Does the guy have to look a certain way?
Yes, girl. He got to be tall. I do not like no short guys. These short guys, like, I can't do no short guy. And anybody can take what it is. I'm a short girl. I'm 5'2", but I love me a tall man.
Okay, so you're 5'2". So 5'6" is tall to you, right?
That's short. Kendra, all I think about is, if we get into a fight, they're going to fling him. I don't want that. What about he can't defend me? We're going to be both running together. No.
Bruh.
So, okay, how tall you want this man to be, Joanna?
He got to be 6 feet or better. Like, I love me a tall chocolate man that I could climb up on. Like, that's what I love.
Why are you 38 with a conversation of like a 20-year-old? Like, you know what? I don't even want to. You're wasting my time. Seriously. You need to get your life together. This is exactly why you ain't got no man. But guys, I gotta take a flight soon. You'll find out where I'm at in about a day or so. I got a special guest that's meeting me there. But I'm tired of her. We out. Peace.